Hello, little dreamer. Imagine a magical forest where stars can disappear from the sky, leaving the world in darkness, and where three brave children uncover a secret that could change everything. Hans, Gretel, and Little Red Hood are about to embark on a nighttime adventure filled with wonder and bravery. Stay with us to hear what happens next. One quiet evening, as the first stars twinkled in the sky, Hans and Gretel were helping their parents tidy up after dinner. Their little cottage sat on the edge of the magical forest, and the cool night air carried the scent of pine and wildflowers. "Children," their mother said, "we're out of berries for tomorrow's breakfast. Could you gather some from the edge of the forest?" Hans grabbed a woven basket, and Gretel wrapped her warm red scarf around her shoulders. Their father lit a small lantern for them. "Stay close to the path," he reminded them, "and don't wander too far." The forest at night was peaceful, with fireflies glowing softly and the leaves rustling gently in the breeze. The moon hung high, casting silver beams through the branches. As they picked berries under the moonlight, Gretel paused. "Hans," she whispered, pointing to the ground, "look at this." A trail of silvery powder shimmered faintly in the lantern's glow, leading off the path and deeper into the forest. "Do you think it's magic?" Hans asked, his eyes widening with curiosity. "It must be," Gretel replied. "Let's follow it." The trail led them to a clearing where they saw a girl in a red hood standing by an old oak tree. She was holding a basket of flowers and looking worried. "Hello," she greeted them softly. "I'm Red. What are you doing out here at night?" Hans and Gretel explained about the silvery trail, and Red nodded. "That's from the moon fox," she said. "But something terrible has happened. The stars are disappearing from the sky. The Witch of Shadows and the forest wolf are stealing them to make the forest dark and frightening forever." Gretel gasped. "What can we do?" Red pointed toward the forest. "We need to find the moon fox. He's the only one who can help us bring the stars back." The three children followed the silvery trail deeper into the forest, guided by their lantern's soft glow. Along the way, they passed enchanted sights, glowing mushrooms, a family of owls with shimmering feathers, and trees whose leaves sparkled like frost in the moonlight. At last, they found the moon fox resting on a smooth rock, his fur glowing like liquid silver. His eyes twinkled with wisdom and mischief as he listened to the children's story. "I'll help," he said, in a voice like a soft breeze. "But you must trust my magic and be brave." The moon fox led them to a dark corner of the forest where the Witch of Shadows and the forest wolf were hiding. The witch held a crystal jar filled with stolen starlight, and the wolf growled protectively at her side. Red stepped forward bravely. "Excuse me," she said, holding out a shiny stone she'd found. "I think this belongs to you." While the witch and wolf were distracted, Hans and Gretel sneaked closer and carefully opened the jar. The starlight burst out, swirling into the sky like 1,000 fireflies. The Witch of Shadows shrieked, but before she could cast a spell, the moon fox appeared in a burst of silver light. With a sweep of his tail, the witch and wolf disappeared into the shadows, leaving the forest quiet once more. The stars returned to their rightful place in the sky, twinkling brighter than ever. The moon fox led the children back to the forest's edge, where their parents were waiting, relieved to see them safe. Red waved goodbye as she disappeared into the forest, her red hood glowing softly in the moonlight. That night, as Hans and Gretel lay in bed, they whispered about their magical adventure. "The stars seem even brighter now," Gretel said with a sleepy smile. "Almost like they're thanking us," Hans replied. As they drifted off to sleep, the stars twinkled gently above the little cottage, casting a calming glow over the magical forest.